Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. Today I wanted to do a comparison between the VCA two necklaces I have. I have the mother of pearl in the sweet size, as well as the latest addition to my collection, which is the vintage size. And I also do have the sweet 6 motif bracelet in rose gold as well. So I figured I would just compare all three for you, give you a quick overview, figure out which size is best for you. I just put a satin pillowcase down just to bring out the contrast a little bit more, but I'm probably going to be holding the jewelry closer to the camera just so you guys can get a close-up view. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to go in order of which I acquired these. The first one I have is the sweet mother of pearl necklace, and here it is. I think it probably needs to be cleaned a little bit. I've had this for a while. I've had it cleaned at the store one time, and I bought this during the pandemic. I think it was my birthday gift to myself in 2020, but I got it a few months after that, and all the stores were still closed at that point, so I did order this online, and I had a great experience shopping with them online. So like I said, this is my first piece. I really wanted to go with something that was very delicate, very dainty. I just wasn't sure how I would like them. I also just felt like this was a really good entry-level piece because, like I said, this is my first VCA, and I was just not sure, you know, just kind of dipping my toe into fine jewelry at that point. And yeah, I do really like this. I will say I really love my new necklace so much that I'm actually kind of wondering if maybe this is going to be something that doesn't really get worn very often, and I may need to consider letting this go in the future. I haven't made any decisions about that yet. I want to be absolutely sure about my decision before I do so, but that's just kind of where I'm leaning towards right now because, as we'll talk about later, I just really love that necklace so much. So here it is in a little bit closer detail. It is very dainty, very delicate. You can just see compared to my thumbnail just how tiny it is, and it really is sweet, as the name suggests. I did really like this. I wore this every day for a long period of time. However, because it is mother of pearl, I didn't wear it in the shower. I didn't wear it to sleep. I generally don't like wearing necklaces to sleep anyway, so that wasn't a problem for me. I do kind of like taking my jewelry off at the end of the day. I will say that, yes, the mother of pearl is a little bit delicate. I have noticed that it is prone to getting dirty. It is prone to scratches and all that stuff. I just polish it with a soft cloth every once in a while, and then, like I said, I've gotten it cleaned professionally once at the VCA store. The one good thing about this size, I will say, is the fact that because even though it is mother of pearl, even though it is a lighter colored stone, because it is so tiny, especially on your neck, it's not going to be super noticeable if it's dirty or if it's not pristine, clean, sparkling, if that makes sense. So I think with the bigger pieces, especially the Alhambra size or the Magic size, of course, if those were a little bit dirty, I think it would just be a little bit more noticeable. I don't have them, so I can't speak for sure, but that's just kind of my guess. And so I will say that if you are interested in mother of pearl, I would feel more comfortable going a little bit smaller, but that's just for me and how I am with my jewelry. I do love that the chain is very beautiful. It's this light gold, very shiny, and you will notice that one of the differences between this and the other necklace is that this one is attached to the chain on a loop, so it is movable. It does move around on the chain like this. So I haven't had any issues with the clasp coming down closer to this, but that is something that you would have to keep in mind, just the fact that it is movable on the chain. Sorry, I'm trying to get that to focus, but it's a little bit hard. So just keep that in mind. It is movable on the chain, which does mean that the clasp might come down closer to this if you aren't being careful. But other than that, I really do love this. I think it is a really beautiful starter piece. If you're just starting your fine jewelry collection, I really do think the sweet size is absolutely lovely to begin with. And let me just bring the bracelet up so you guys can compare. So you guys can see that these aren't stones obviously, but the flowers are the same size. So that's why these are both the sweet size. So there's that in a little bit closer detail. And let me just put this down for a second so I can talk about the bracelet. So this was my second piece, and I think I got this 2021, maybe 2022. I honestly cannot remember. The years are just running into each other. This was a birthday gift to myself, and I really wanted this size, and I was just really happy that they had exactly what I was looking for. I specifically wanted rose gold, and I specifically wanted the 6 motif which is the sweet size. So they do, a lot of people have the 5 motif one, which means that these little flowers are in the vintage size. And so because of the size of the bracelet, the 5 being obviously the Alhambra size, obviously being bigger, they can only fit 5 onto the bracelet versus with the sweet size, they can fit 6. And there are a few reasons why I wanted this. 1, I really like rose gold. 2, I wanted this to be an everyday carefree piece. With my bracelets, you know, I feel like they're a little bit more unprotected, if that makes sense. With the necklaces, they're pretty firm on your neck, and I don't know, I just felt like this would be more prone to wear and tear over time because it's on my wrists and, you know, I'm typing or writing or getting it into my purses. Just, I don't know. I just felt like for a bracelet, especially my first VCA bracelet, especially for something that I wanted to wear every day, I wanted to go with either the rose gold or gold. And I'm really happy they had rose gold because that was my first choice. I also just feel like rose gold goes a little bit better with my skin tone and kind of blends in a little bit more, if that makes sense. Whereas like white gold or platinum would really stick out in a way that it's like, oh, you're wearing fine jewelry. And it's like, of course I'm still wearing fine jewelry, but I don't know, I felt like it was just a little bit more subtle. I just wanted something that I knew I could wear every day and be comfortable in, but also just kind of give that little touch of luxury for myself. And I do wear this on my right hand pretty much every day. You guys have seen that many times in my videos. And yeah, I don't have any issue taking it on or off and haven't had any issues with it falling off or anything like that. That being said, I definitely don't wear this in the shower. I don't wear this at the gym. I don't wear this to bed. Those are probably the 3 places where I always take off my jewelry: shower, gym, and bed. Other than that, I think it's been great. One thing I really love about this design is that because the flowers have this little like hammer detail in the center. Sorry, I'm just trying to get that closer so you guys can see. You can see there's a little bit of texture there, and I feel like that really hides any sort of wear, any sort of dirt, any sort of scratches. So I do really feel like this is a hardy and really well-wearing piece. And finally, I have the latest addition to my collection right here, which is the vintage rose gold necklace. And I love this so much. I just revealed this in my last video, and I got this in Japan, and I got this at such an incredible deal. And it's interesting because I wasn't necessarily thinking about this necklace, but when I saw it, I could not get it out of my mind. And I just thought it would go so well with my bracelet that between that and the price, and I just kind of was like, you know what, I really think I want to go for it. And I'm so happy I did. I already know that this is going to be one of the best purchases I made this year. Let me grab the bracelet so you guys can see them in a little bit more detail together. Oh my gosh, isn't that so stunning? I love wearing these 2 pieces together, and I really am glad that I went this way. So having the larger vintage necklace, and I'll compare this necklace to the sweet size in a second as well, but I just want to compare these 2 right now first so you guys can see. First of all, the matchy-matchy I absolutely adore. Second of all, I do feel like because this is a bit of a more statement, it's just a little bit bigger, but it still has that same hammer detailing. So I really think it's going to hide any sort of wear and tear, any sort of scratches or dirt a lot better than one of the stones will. So here they are again. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just love this so much. Really, really happy that I picked this up, and also just really happy at the discount that I got with it. Okay, now I'm going to compare these 2 together. So this is where you can really see the size difference. So I'm just going to put my thumb on there so you guys can see the size of the vintage between my thumbnail and then this with the sweet size. I am just so in love with this necklace. So the other thing about this is that the chain is attached on both sides of the flower. Is it a flower or clover? I keep calling it a flower, but it's actually probably a clover. So you can see right here that it's attached to both sides, whereas this one, it is attached on the chain through a loop like that. So this one does move around. This one does not move around. So you will never need to worry about the chain moving on this, where the clasp will come down in any sort of way. So that has already been like very comfortable for me just wearing it around. I've been wearing this pretty much every day since I got it, and I've just really loved the way that it wears, and I have had 0 issues with it. This one, like I said, because the mother of pearl is a little bit more delicate, I'm actually now starting to question whether or not I should maybe consider letting this go. So I will say my opinion now has definitely changed a little bit. This is not an everyday piece for me. I would feel a lot more comfortable wearing this as an everyday piece. And again, same thing with what I was saying about rose gold and my skin tone. I kind of felt like if I had gotten this in the white gold version, which I think is absolutely stunning, it would just be a different kind of necklace. Like it would be a little bit more of a special occasion necklace. I just feel like it's a little bit more in your face, like making a statement. Whereas because the rose gold goes with my skin tone a little bit, it is obvious that I'm wearing nice jewelry. It's not like you can spot it from a mile away, if that makes sense. So that is one thing I really do appreciate about the rose gold, is that I do think that it adds just a little more subtlety. And this is just for me personally. With the mother of pearl, even though it is a lighter color, because it is the sweet size, because it is very dainty and tiny, I do think it kind of achieves that same look. This is a really great everyday piece for most people, but I just love this one so much more now that I'm not really sure that I'm going to go back to this one. I will definitely be keeping both for a while, and I might even try wearing the two of them together just to see. I tried wearing this, I remember, with a different necklace I had in Japan. The two chains kind of got tangled with each other and I didn't really like that look, but I might try wearing these two together and see how I like that. So that's definitely a possibility as well. But I just feel like this is such a great everyday piece, and maybe it's just because I just got this and I'm just, you know, when you get something really new and it's that shiny new toy, maybe it's just that feeling for now. So that is why I do want to keep both. If I sell this, it's not going to be until at the earliest middle of next year. So I'm definitely planning on keeping this for the next 6 months just to kind of see how I like the two of them. But oh my gosh, this is just so stunning. And then let me get the bracelet so you guys can see them together. Okay, so here are all three pieces together, and this is just my very tiny VCA collection. These are the only three pieces from VCA that I have, and I'm trying to angle it to the light so you guys can get a little bit of a better view. But yeah, I'm just really, really happy with these two. And don't get me wrong, I still really like this one a lot. I think that the sweet necklace is a wonderful starter piece for anybody, and hopefully you guys can get a good view of the sweet necklace, the 6 motif and the sweet size, and then the vintage pendant right there. All right, so that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything, and I will do my best to respond. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe to my channel, I would also really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.